code, no respect, nothing.
Yeah.
But what you said was so true. If you are able to connect with your family, if you still have elders that are living, because this was an attack like on the elders, just really on all of us, but really attack on our elders, because when history is lost, the younger generation is lost. And a lot of my generation is still trying to live their younger days. So that grandma and grandpa shit is kind of far-fetched or hard to find because they trying to relive their youth. So we have to take our position as elders and really settle down in our lives and in our hearts and in our minds. And we have to open up to the lessons that we share with each other. And we got to connect with our family again if you can. If you can make your wrongs right, if you can make amends, do it. If you can't, pray about it. Ask for
Mm-hmm.
forgiveness. Ask to be led to figure out how to change and how to elevate and how to be
And
the best you
listen,
possible.
the secrets of prayer, since we on Oracle Connection, is the first understanding is that you talking to your higher consciousness, and your higher consciousness is your direct telephone line to Prime Source Creator. You can't send your higher self to get an answer and Source don't give it to him. The problem is when you get done with the prayer, that's when you have to, as they say in the church, let go and let God.
Right.
Right? You got to let your higher self in the universe work out the problems that's too complicated for you to work out, but you work out the ones within your control.
Yeah.
So you make the microcosm flips the macrocosm. If you control the ones you can, the ones you can't, the universe control for you.
You are giving big gems. That's a big one.
Right. And don't close your prayer by saying Amen, because that's telling the force of the God to keep it a secret. And if you keep it a secret, then it's kept sacred. That means you can't access it in the mundane.
What's the meaning of Amin? Because I say Amin or Ashe.
It comes from Amen or Amun, and it means the unknown aspect of God, but it's an alchemically charged name,
Mm.
and it has a direct energetic effect on whatever it is that you're sealing with Amen. That means that you saying the prayer, but you blocking it at the end. You
Right.
keeping it a secret.
Like God got
And
caller
because
ID and
it's
an answer on
sacred,
the phone or something.
right. So because it's kept sacred, you can't manifest it in a mundane because the mundane is the profane. The sacred cannot be accessed in the profane. So when you tell your higher self to, I mean, keep it a secret, that means keep it sacred. That means save it for my next life because I ain't going to access it this one.
Hmm.
You actually putting yourself in a personal conjure, but you don't know it.
So in let's say in relevance to people who say it without that knowledge that you just gave, then
Right.
there is a
So they got
survival race,
accumulated,
right?
yeah. So they got accumulated energy built up in what you, the lack of a better way of putting it, I'll say prayer credit.
Hmm.
All you did was recorded all your shit in the universal mind because you did nothing in order to make it surface in the physical world. Right. Now, some people know how to use the energy by doing certain stuff in the physical world that activates the prayer energy that was kept sacred.
Right. Because the power
Right.
of intention sometimes can,
Right. Right. So this is what those prayer groups, what we call prayer warriors in the church,
mhm.
they used to be the ones who held the secret to making the prayer manifest in short order by using the 369 science of the sisters.
Mhm.
That all of that got to be re-taught to y'all.
Mhm. Yeah, prayer was sacred. Prayer was
Yeah.
you
But
yeah.
prayer is the talking to the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation is listening.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't meditate, you won't never get your answer.
Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes you need to stop having all them distractions. Sometimes you got to shut that music off because we're people that love like music. We're people who love distractions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes,
Yeah, but we can also learn how to use those things as facilitators.
oh, for sure.
But we have to be also willful minded that that's what we're using it for.
Yes.
If we don't attach that to it, we can't use it for that purpose.
Yes. Correct. I like.
Right? So people be saying, what's the meaning of life? Right? We hear it all the time. Ain't got none till you give it one.
Mm-hmm.
Life has no meaning until you give it a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Has no value until you value it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have no value for life, then your life has no value to yourself. You know, you are running what you call an errant course,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the best thing to do is to always keep in mind to follow the golden rule.
What's the,
If you don't want nobody to mistreat you, don't mistreat nobody. Each one teach one. We all gonna reach some.
love thy neighbor like you thy love thyself?
Yeah. Don't love your enemy though.
No.
But you better damn well respect that motherfucker, or he gonna run roughshod over you.
Yeah.
Don't that's what it should have said. Respect your enemy, not love that motherfucker.
Respected enough to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, because once you respect them, that means that you got enough understanding to know the danger that it is to fuck with this particular enemy, and for you to overcome that enemy, it requires you to have a certain level of um, insight that supersedes what they're capable of doing to overthrow you.
Mm-hmm.
But by you being respectful of their position and their power, now you put yourself into the position like Aikido to deflect it and use their energy against them as opposed to allowing them to use it to subjugate you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In this particular case, the sister's taking a ball and going home, gonna shut this bitch down. But it's gonna happen in waves.
Mm-hmm.
It's already started, so it's just a matter of when.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
All right, I'm about to wrap this one up. I'm getting tired now. I'm ready to lay my butt down.
Yes. Well, have a great rest. Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
You taught me so much. You're always sharing so much. So I thank God for continuously protecting you and blessing you and giving you provision and all of the good things. So until we speak again.
I think you're trying to make me blush.
No, I'm giving homage and paying respect. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna make me blush.
Oh, you are red Indian. You got red tone. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready, red for real.
Right.
Yeah. All right, sweetie. I'm gonna talk back to y'all later.
Okay.
I'm about to exit out of this one.
Okay.
All right. So, just wanted to cash some receipts, go over a little understanding of tuning in the tarot or the oracle read in order to fine tune that shit. Now I'm getting a little exhausted because Big Mama had me doing physical labor, which I'll be doing some more tomorrow. But it got to be done in order to get where we're trying to go. Um, so it is what it is, but it was what it was, and now it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So peace out, everybody. Unity, fam. The werewolf, right? The werewolf are the ones who wore the wolf pelt. So you pull up a picture of the Native American with the wolf pelt. Mm-hmm. Because they was the equivalent of a ninja over here.
Oh.
And they will come out of the darkness of the forest and surround your ass and slaughter you before you ever knew what happened, and you would never get a shot off at one of them.
Wow. You know what? I've been here for the last month or so. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube about wolf sightings in the forest, out there in like what is it, Yellowstone, all over here in the Appalachian Mountains and all that. I've been watching all that. I'm just been, mesmerized by. But they say he never attacks, but once you see him, it kind of scares you because you never seen them.
They huge too.
Yes, they say they're very huge. They with a dog-like face, and they say they're real muscular.
And now that species of wolf is hard to see. They nocturnal for one, and for two, they can walk upright.
Yes.
You ever see a dog walking on his hind legs?
Yes, like that.
And they'll pop up on their hind legs, and I swear they're gonna stand 7 feet tall, and you're gonna shit your pants because you never seen a dog.
They stand between like 12 feet tall. Once you see, certain people say I've seen them running, but when they stand up, you just like, what the hell is this?
Those are the spirits of the earth guardians.
Well, I'm ready for them to come on, and we need a call on them.
Well, you already doing it. If that's your clan, all you got to do is just want the land cleaned up and agree with 3 sisters.
Exactly.
And the more the sisters say we want the land cleaned up, the faster this shit gonna work.
Y'all hear that?
369.
Exactly what I want.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
But that's the whole point. We got to clean this shit up.
Yes.
Yep. All y'all got to do is agree. The problem is, this is what our problem been for the whole time them people been here. Under no circumstances will we get on the same page, because the people that's behind it look like us, and it make us scared of each other.
Yes.
You don't think that'll change? I think that'll change though, Rod.
It ain't gonna change till we drag their ass out in the open.
Yep.
You got frauds out here that's misleading the people, right? Telling them that they can do shit that they can't fucking do, charging them money to do the very thing that they can't fucking get done. Absorbing amounts of money at that.
Yep.
I ain't in this shit for no money. Fuck your money.
Right.
Exactly. I'm not in for the money.
Excuse my language, but I can wipe my ass with your dollars.
Because it ain't.
I want my people free, and then I'll be content.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
that's our entire nation. Our whole thing is, we talk about it all the time. We're removing ourselves from them. That means you got to remove yourselves from their dollar, all of that. We got to learn to take care of ourselves again without their freaking fiat fuck. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
We definitely need our own currency, even though we know we're the currency, but to do the trading, we will definitely need our own, because we need our gold back. We need our gold back.
Our gold is still here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is what they was allowed to do under the contract.
Okay.
They can borrow against it, but they can't liquidate it. They can't sell it. As long as we continuously contracting them, then they can continue to borrow. Now they down to what we call per diem, by the day. So when we get enough people to say fuck a job, take their money out the bank, fuck your system, right? It's a wrap. But the problem is, don't nobody want the hard part that come before the ease.
Yeah,
I walked off my job and didn't look back. Fuck them people. Because I didn't like the way they was treating my coworkers, and my coworkers was too blind to see that I was trying to help them. Right? So they all ran in the other direction and thought I was crazy.
That's how they treat you. Once you see, I know the ancestors works, because baby, I once thought I was crazy. I'm the only one, like I tell people, I'm the only one been around here. I'm crazy as hell, but I ain't been sick not one time. Everybody else around me been sick. That's why I say, so you keep on with your fake Jesus, and I'm gonna keep on holding on to my ancestors.
These motherfuckers going to get the vaccine and they still catching COVID. Make that shit make sense to me.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the motherfucker Kamala Harris say virtually everybody in the hospital with COVID is vaccinated. She said, I'm gonna say it again. Virtually everybody in the hospital with COVID.
Call it. I'm gonna get you, sucker, because they're strikers for saying, you know.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna get you, sucker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
But Kamala put it on the floor. So if that's your opportunity to discover, don't take that shit.
Exactly.
Right? If it was surprising, why did the relief bill, get introduced to Congress a whole year before the outbreak?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That means they had a minimum of a year head start on what was about to happen.
Yes, they did. And they had got out the money that they were going to be giving everybody in 2019. In January of 2019, they already had passed the bill so they could start giving y'all relief funds and all this. All this was already planned. I posted a post of we was going to get hit with this I'm going to get you, sucker. And they posted that in 2000 and it was 1988. They posted it.
Yeah. But just because they don't tell you where it's at, don't mean they didn't put it out in the open.
Because that's what they call they don't want what they call it
the right of discovery.
Yeah, and they don't want what they call when you do something and they don't want it to come back on them. They don't want karma.
Yeah,
you know, they don't want karma. So if they ain't gotta directly tell you, all they gotta do is put it out there in the air, and it's up to you because they everything about them is about decoding. If you don't know how to code it, that's your business. So yeah.
Look, inflation. What is that? Where did it come from? How did it get here?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what fractional reserve banking is, you don't understand inflation. If you don't understand inflation, you won't understand why you can't buy with $1 today 1/10 of what you bought with $1 25, 30 years ago.
Exactly.
When I was a little boy, I used to go in the store with $2 and get 4 candy bars, a cupcake, and a pop, and still had change.
I remember them days. I definitely remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if anybody check out that. So I want to speak on. You was talking about the treaties earlier, and how we got in this mess because a lot of the ones wasn't us. They was having stand-ins to sign these treaties. That's why. Is that why they were so easy to break the treaties, because they wasn't signed by the original chief of each.
Yeah. So the treaty was never wasn't worth the paper it was written on. The appearance of propriety is all they was after. It just had to look legit on the surface.
Yeah.
And you gonna fall for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. Made it look legitimate by instituting paperwork, which is the paper chain. The more paperwork you try to do to get out the system, the deeper you dig yourself in the system. All by design.
Yeah.
So basically, they've been trying to knock off. If they know your bloodline and they know it descended from chiefs, they want to try to knock you off.
Yeah.
Before you able to come back in.
Yeah, they want you dead. Because they don't want none of us to wake up and tell the people. See, the obligation of the chief, any chief, is when he make a discovery that affects his clan, he tell the clan. And if a chief discovers something that affects the collective clans, it becomes of urgent importance to put it in the public domain so all of the rest of the chiefs on the land know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't care if people that disagree with me. Everybody not supposed to agree with me. Right? So I'm not going to never get offended because somebody disagree. I'm not a Moor. Right? But I know the difference between a good Moor and a dirty Moor. Because Noble Drew Ali's literature told me. Right? So because it's in the literature how to clearly identify these motherfuckers, I know who's who and what's what. But that's not my house. I'm from the Blue House. I'm from Growth and Development Nation.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to clean that up. That's Angel Bay job to clean that shit up. Right? That's him, T. Rogers, Tides. That's their job to clean that up. That's not my job. Only reason why I'm even mentioning them is because they the ones got infiltrated. Right? So because the Red House got infiltrated and they changed the name from Amaru to Moore so that we can match them as Moray, we ain't the same motherfuckers.
Hold on. Can you go back? Say that over again.
So we are Amaru.
The Marocans. Is that what they? I think I heard somebody say Marocans or something at one time.
Look, Amaru is AMUUR. We used to call this land the Amur Inca. Right? And they came over here and they was something called Moray. M-A-U-R-I. The word M-O-O-R is a new word in the dictionary. It's not